Have you ever wondered if your cat feels remorse after causing trouble, or how they apologize for their mischief? And when we make a mistake with them, do we know how to properly apologize? In this video, we're going to explore how cats apologize to us and, surprisingly, how we can apologize to them as well. Let's dive in. Cats are far more emotionally aware than many people realize. Beneath their quiet independence is a deep capacity for connection. They feel joy, sadness, frustration, and even grief. When they're happy, you'll see it in the way they purr, play, and gently seek your presence. But when their routine is disrupted or they lose someone they love, they may become distant or withdrawn. These changes aren't coldness, they're quiet signs of emotional stress. And when it comes to misbehavior, cats don't think in terms of right or wrong. They don't know that scratching the couch or knocking something over is bad. What they do understand is your reaction. They read your voice, your face, and your body language. If you seem upset, they notice, even if they don't understand the details of why. Studies have shown that cats can read human emotions through facial expressions, and they often respond to the energy we give off. This means that while cats don't inherently understand the morality of their actions, they learn from us how to behave in certain situations based on how we react. Our cats watch us more closely than we think, and if this helped you see just how much they feel, take a second to share a moment in the comments that made you believe it. Now, here comes the big question. Can cats apologize? The answer is more nuanced than a simple yes or no. While cats don't experience guilt or remorse in the same way we do, they certainly understand when they've upset us. However, the concept of an apology, as we know it, is foreign to them. Instead of apologizing in a human sense, cats have their own way of reconnecting after causing trouble. If your cat approaches you after they've done something naughty, like knocking over a glass or scratching the furniture, it's not an apology in the traditional sense. Instead, they're likely trying to show that they don't like the tension and want to restore the bond with you. When your cat approaches you after mischief, it's their way of saying, "I don't want things to be awkward. Let's move past this and be okay again." It's not guilt. They're just looking to re-establish the connection with you. Let's talk about the unique, subtle ways cats show affection and seek to mend their relationships with us. Purring is often considered the closest thing a cat has to expressing an apology. While it's commonly associated with contentment, it also serves as a soothing signal when they've caused mischief. If your cat purrs after doing something wrong, it's their way of conveying that they don't like the fact that you're upset with them. Similarly, slow blinking becomes a sign of trust and affection. When your cat gazes into your eyes and blinks slowly, it's akin to sending a silent kiss. After misbehaving, they might blink at you to reassure you that they trust you and wish to make amends. Licking or nuzzling is another form of affection cats use to bond, especially after a moment of mischief. When your cat licks or nuzzles you, it's their way of saying, "We're still friends, and I still care for you." Head bumping serves as another sign of affection after they've been naughty. By bumping you with their head, your cat is reaffirming their bond with you, expressing that they still see you as a close companion and aren't holding any grudges. When cats knead with their paws, they're revisiting a comforting behavior from their kittenhood. If your cat begins kneading after a naughty act, it's a sign they're seeking comfort from you and offering an unspoken apology. Showing the belly is a significant gesture of trust since it exposes their most vulnerable parts. When your cat shows you their belly after misbehaving, they're not just being cute, they're saying they trust you deeply and they're sorry for the disruption. Cats, as natural hunters, may also give gifts as a way of mending their bond. Though receiving a mouse or bird may be unsettling, it's their way of sharing something precious with you, symbolizing an effort to make up for their earlier behavior. Approaching you with their tail held high is another sign that they're ready to reconnect. It indicates affection, and after causing a bit of mischief, it's their subtle way of saying, "I want to be close to you again." Finally, when your cat initiates play, it's one of the most playful ways they try to repair the bond. After a misstep, when they bring you their favorite toy, they are signaling that they want to restore the connection and have fun together again. Now, we will talk about something just as important: how we can apologize to our cats. There are moments when, without meaning to, we hurt them. Maybe we step on their tail by accident, trip over them in the hallway, or raise our voice louder than we should. And afterward, we feel awful because deep down, we know we've shaken their trust, even for a second. So how do you apologize to your cat? And more importantly, will they even understand what you're trying to say? It's essential to recognize that cats are a very different species with unique ways of perceiving the world. While they are intelligent and emotional creatures, they don't quite grasp the human concept of apologies. But that doesn't mean your cat is immune to understanding your intentions. When something goes wrong, showing your cat that you didn't mean to hurt them is crucial. Even though cats don't fully understand "I'm sorry" in the way we do, they can definitely feel love, affection, and reassurance. The key here is to reconnect with your cat, to let them know you pose no threat and that any anger or frustration you may have had is gone. Before rushing to your cat to apologize, it's vital to first observe their body language. After an accident, your cat may need some space. If you've just stepped on their tail and they've run off to hide, chasing after them will only increase their stress. Instead, wait for your cat to approach you on their own terms. If they display signs of fear, such as a lowered tail, flattened ears, or a curved back, it's best to give them time to calm down. Once your cat shows more relaxed body language, like an upright tail or softened ears, it's a sign that they're ready to engage. When your cat is ready, speak to them in a calm and soothing tone. You can also try blinking slowly at them, as cats often interpret slow blinking as a sign of trust and affection. Offering them some of their favorite treats while speaking softly will help reinforce positive feelings and associate your apology with something pleasant. Fortunately, most cats tend to forget isolated incidents within 16 hours, so if you accidentally stepped on your cat's tail and immediately apologized, it's likely that they'll forgive you before long. However, cats remember patterns. If your actions involve repeated negativity, such as mishandling or mistreating them, that can have a lasting effect on their trust. But even if your cat is upset, it doesn't mean they're holding a grudge in the human sense. They simply associate certain behaviors with discomfort or fear. Once you've apologized and given your cat time to process, you'll likely wonder if they've forgiven you. The signs are subtle but clear. If your cat continues to hide or avoids interaction, it may mean they're still feeling a bit uneasy or uncertain about you. But if they approach you, rub against your legs, purr, or even sleep near you, those are all signs that they've moved past the incident and are comfortable with you again. Relaxed body language, no tucked tail, no flattened ears, is the ultimate sign that your cat has forgiven you and feels safe in your presence once more. When trying to apologize, you might be tempted to shower your cat with physical affection, such as kisses or hugs. But for many cats, especially after an incident, this can feel threatening, not soothing. Cats are not naturally inclined to enjoy being tightly hugged or kissed, and these actions might increase their anxiety, not decrease it. Instead, give your cat the space they need. Allow them to approach you when they're ready. Talking calmly to them and offering treats can be much more effective than a full-on physical display of affection. The goal is to reassure them, not overwhelm them. If this video brought you closer to understanding your cat's heart, give it a thumbs up and share it with others who cherish their feline companions too. And I'd love to hear from you. How does your cat show you they've forgiven you? Drop your story in the comments. Your experience might just comfort someone else who's on the same journey.